Hello everyone. Yesterday we defined the random variable. We did that via inverse images. So today we will study few more properties of inverse images because they are going to help us in studying properties of random variable. Okay. So now let me state the result. So let x be a function from omega 1 to omega 2. So again I have two sets omega 1 and omega 2 and x be a function from omega 1 to omega 2. Further, let f be a class of subsets of omega 2. Okay, f be a class of subsets of omega 2. So what would I do? Now I want to define inverse image of a class of sets. Okay, so what I am trying to do here is defining inverse image of a collection of sets or a class of sets. So far we have been defining only inverse image of a single set. Okay, so I started with x again, which is defined from omega 1 and to omega 2. F be a class of subsets of omega 2, then inverse image of f is defined as inverse image of script f is defined as x inverse of f as collection of all those sets which are subsets of omega 1 such that x inverse of s is equal to a for some s in f. Okay, it can be written in a simplified form also. Let me write that. So it is collection of all x inverses of s such that s is in f. So let me draw a diagram about what we are doing. So this is suppose my omega 1. This is my omega 2. My x is defined from omega 1 to omega 2. Now I have a collection of subsets from omega 1. Okay. So suppose this is some subset of omega 2, this is another subset of omega 2, this is another subset of omega 2, and collection of all these subsets I am calling as f. Okay, so f is a collection of subsets of omega 2. F is not collection of individual elements from omega 2. Now how would I define x inverse of s? I would see, okay, this is one set from omega 2. What is inverse image of this set? So inverse image of this set suppose turns out to be this. Similarly, I would check what is inverse image of this set. Suppose the inverse image of this set turns out to be this, and inverse image of this set suppose turns out to be this. Do you remember how inverse image of set is computed? You basically check all the elements from here and you take their inverse images and then collect all those. Okay. So collection of these three I would denote by x inverse of script f. Okay. So x inverse of script f is basically collection of inverse images of sets from script f. Same thing can be written in this way, that x inverse of f is collection of all those subsets of omega 1 who are inverse images of some sets from from f. Okay. Now we have to study a couple of results related to these inverse images of class of sets. So let script A be x inverse of f. So script A is a collection of inverse images of sets from f. So first result is if script A is a sigma field, then script f is also a sigma field. Okay, so what I am saying, if the collection of inverse images of f is a sigma field, then F itself is also a sigma field. So we have to prove this. So if I want to prove F is a sigma field, what do I have to prove? I have to prove it is closed under complementation, and I have to prove it is closed under countable union. So let S be some element of F. So S is basically some subset of omega, and now S is in F. So first thing we need to prove is S complement is in F. Okay. What I know is S is in F. So S is in F would imply X inverse of S is in A, because that is how A is defined. A is collection of inverse images of sets from F. Okay. And now we also know that A is a sigma field. Therefore, X inverse of S whole complement is also in A, because A is a sigma field. Okay. And we proved yesterday that X inverse of S whole complement is nothing but X inverse of S complement. So this equality we proved yesterday. So it would mean X inverse of S complement is in A, which means that A contains inverse image of S complement, and we know that A is only collection of inverse images of sets from S. A doesn't have anything extra. Sorry. We know A is a collection of inverse images of sets from F. A doesn't have anything extra. So this implies that S complement must be in F. Okay. So therefore, we have proved that F is closed under complementation. We have to now similarly prove that it is closed under countable union. So for that we need a collection of sets from F. So let S1, S2 be a countable collection of sets from F. So what we need to prove is union of Si is in F. What we know is each Si is in F. So therefore by definition X inverse of Si is in script A for every I. Okay. Therefore union of X inverse of Si is also in script A, since script A is a sigma field. So it is closed under countable union. And we have again proved this yesterday, that union of X inverse Si is nothing but X inverse of union of Si. So we get X inverse of union of Si is in script A. And again, since A is nothing but collection of inverse images of sets from F, union of Si must be in F, otherwise its inverse image cannot be in A. Therefore F is closed under countable union. Hence we have proved that F is a sigma field. F is a sigma field. We have to now prove similar result for the other way, means we know that X inverse of F is A, and what we did just now was we assumed that A is a sigma field and we proved that it implies F is a sigma field. Now we have to go reverse way, that is we have to prove that if F is a sigma field, then A also becomes a sigma field. Okay, so if F is a sigma field, then A is a sigma field. Okay. So F is given to be a sigma field. So we have to prove A is a sigma field. So let non-script A be in script A. What we want to prove is a complement is also in script A. Okay, we want to prove a complement is in script A. Now, A is in script A means A is equal to x inverse of S for some S in F. Otherwise, A can't be in script A because A is nothing but collection of inverse images. And now F is a sigma field. So S complement will also be in F since F is a sigma field. Therefore, x inverse of S complement will also be in A, and x inverse of S complement is nothing but x inverse of S whole complement, and x inverse of S is A, so we have proved that A complement is in script A. Okay, so we have proved that A is closed under complementation. So now as a homework, try to prove that A is closed under countable union. Okay, as a homework, try to prove that script A is closed under countable union. What do I mean by that? You have to take sets A1, A2, etc. belonging to script A, and then you have to prove that their union is also in script A. And what you know is script F is a sigma field. Okay, the proof is quite easy. Try to do this. If you don't get it, then we can discuss. So we'll stop here. Thank you.